Yes, let's start. Welcome everybody to today's webinar, Verified 365 of IDIN, a new app we have developed. I will kick off with a PowerPoint presentation, and then my colleague Mariette will show you how it works in Business Central, the demo part, and I will grab it back to the final points in the presentation. So let's start. We're doing this recording, this webinar from our head office in the southern part of the Netherlands, from Castle Dissen. This is our office location. And maybe you know already, but we are an app specialist for Business Central. So we focus fully on Business Central with various apps, and this is what we're doing today on the platform. So today we talk about Verify 365, but we have also a banking solution available to integrate and synchronize your bank accounts directly with Business Central. Also, a popular solution we have is Ship 365 for shipping directly in Business Central. So with Shipit, you can book your transport directly in BC, integrate it in the order flow, and you can print your shipment labels. Next month, before the end of the month, we bring a new app on the market that will be a return app for the Enshift services, the Enshift return portal. So from the Enshift return portal, you can, we have fully integrated with the app Enshift returns. So all kinds of data from the portal come direct in Business Central, like the sales order returns. Connected 365 is our generic integration module. So with Connected 365, you can integrate Business Central, which is the landscape of the customer. And we have also a document signing solution with Approved 365. So basically every document in Business Central you can send directly to your business partner, like a customer or a vendor, and they can approve your document online with the service of DocuSign or SignHost. So that's also a collaboration with one of those two service providers. Dino is a small app for adding fields in Business Central, and Object Bearers Advanced Almost 365 is an old development tooling, also available for Business Central. So many people know it from our development tooling, Object Manager, but it's also still available in NFV, but Almost 365 is for Business Central on-prem. We like to work with an international partner network, so most of our business we do through our parties. So if you're an end user plugged in today, contact your partner. They can help you out, or you always can connect to us, and email address will be showed up later. For all our apps, we have an extended video portal available, so also for VerifyIT 365. It's on our website, on the support page. You find all kinds of videos, demo videos, but also some onboarding and implementation installation videos. So if you have any questions, you always can check the videos, and of course our online help, but Mariette will discuss that further. About Verified 365, what it will do. It will do directly in Business Central and check on your registered bank account of your vendor and your customer. So within Business Central, you can quickly check if the registered bank account of your vendor or customer is correct. And we check also the Chamber of Commerce number, and for the Netherlands only, but that's going to be extended quite quickly, also the VAT numbers. This will reduce errors, but also it reduces fraud and risk. So it's to improve your data accuracy in Business Central. But you can also use it for all kinds of compliance and ISO standards, and you will be ready for PC3 for the payment part with Verified 365. And so we do a real-time check in the IBAN account number of vendor and customers, and the result of the checks is visible in all sales and purchase related documents. So it's easy to use, and it's visible through the order flow, what you have done with checking bank accounts and all the information of vendors. Of course, also customers. So to secure your payments and it avoids fraud. Basically, you can do the check before you do payment. You see the verification status clearly in the order flow. So it supports your payment process, but also it supports your customer and vendor onboarding process. So if you have a new vendor and you just want to validate the bank account, and just simply click check bank account, and the result is just popping up back in Business Central. And of course, if something is wrong with the data, an invalid bank account number or whatever reason, you automatically can block the customer and vendor. If you do a recheck again and it seems to be that the data is correct, you can automatically block customers. Implementation is quite easy. It's based on self-onboarding, so it's not complex to implement it. We have the videos, of course, available and the online help. That makes it possible that you need the implementation by yourself. But of course, your owner and B can support if needed. For the check itself, so the data is coming from a company called Surepay. And Surepay is the leading account verification service in Europe. Originally founded within the Rabobank, one of the main Dutch banks, but quite successful, and then they moved over to a separate company. And today Surepay is delivering their services, so IBAN checks and other stuff to many banks in Europe, and the VerifyIT app also make use of the Surepay service. Services are available in the green countries, so across Europe, and they will expand, and they is Surepay, they will expand the service in many other countries. It's on the right of the page. But what's important, it's about the bank accounts in those countries. So you can use the VerifyIT everywhere, but we only can check the bank accounts of vendors and customers in our countries. And it's just basically all EU countries. I will hand it over to Mariette. She's going to show you in Business Central how VerifyIT V65 works. And then I will come back to the PowerPoint and tell you more about the onboarding and about costs and a bit of discount we have available today. Mariette, please take over.
Let's go to Business Central. Yeah, the most important part of VerifyIT is, of course, the bank account card. In the bank account card, you see that we have a VerifyIT tab available with our app. In this tab, you can see the result of the check that has been done. The check is done based on the IBAN number and the name of the account holder of the bank. And besides that, there's a registration number and VAT number check that also has been done on this case. As you can see, the IBAN name check has a match, so this gives the result that the IBAN number and name are as the way it should be. Same for the registration number, VAT number, that also have a match. The status check is active, and the status check means that if the bank account is active, it is in usage, it's not blocked. It's just a bank account that can be paid safely to. At the right, you see the name suggestion. If there would be a close match based on IBAN and name, there would be a name suggestion. For example, in this case, we have the name Surepay. If we forgot the last letters, then it would suggest another name to use. You can also see a pre-validation payment check. In this case, it will pass because everything is matching, but this will tell you if the payment would fail if there was a mismatch or an inactive status of the bank account. You can also see when the last check has been done, and it's verified by Surepay. There's also a button check bank account on this card to check it manually, but you can also set it up that when you change the IBAN number or the name, that it will be checked automatically, or if you create a new bank account, it also can be checked automatically. On the vendor cards, based on a preferred bank account that is set, you also have the VerifyIT tab, where you can see if it was a successful check. You can also have an overview of the number of bank checks that has been done in the history. So if you click on this number, you can see the detailed overview of the suggestions that have been done by the check. If we go to another vendor card, for example. In this case, we have a not successful check because this bank account is inactive, as you can see. Then you can see that validation of the payment will return that it will fail. And you can set it up, but if it fails, that the vendor is blocked. This is just the standard Business Central field. In this case, this vendor is blocked, and this will be handled by standard Business Central rules. So if you want to create a purchase document, for example, a purchase invoice, then you will get a message that this vendor is blocked with type all. So you need to take some action. Of course, also on the vendor card, you can check again. You're at the home button. There's a check bank account again. Also, the check will be done based on the preferred bank account. Now, as mentioned, on the purchase order, but on all purchase documents, also the same information is available and visible. You can see here there's a close match, and in this case we have a name suggestion, disco sensation, instead of I don't see what the difference is at the moment. But this is the outcome in the purchase document, and as you can see also on the customer side, there is the same information available for VerifyIT. Here on the customer side, you can also see how many checks there have been done, so exactly the same information. So also on all the sales documents, this information is available about the checks on the bank account that have been done. In the dashboard, you have a batch bank account check that you can run. In this case, we can set a filter on the customer and set a filter on the preferred bank account code. It should not be empty. And then if I run this batch, then it will check all customers between this filter. Same for the vendors that you can set. And you can also add this batch to the job scheduler to run it automatically per month or every day or so on. So if I click on OK in this batch, you can see that it wants to check 9 records. If I say yes, then you have a clear overview of the customers that are checked, how far the progress is, and at the end you will see the outcome of this check. In this case, 9 customers are processed, 0 customers are unblocked. So the check has been done. And if you are in the dashboard itself, you can see also what checks have been done and what is the outcome. So how many inactive bank accounts you have, if there is a VAT match, if there are blocked vendors, and so on. In the dashboard, there's also a video, YouTube video demo available, and there's a link to the help site where you can have access to the manual, and there's also a link to the register form. Frans will tell you more about this later. Then we also have the setup card, which I mentioned before. As you can see here, you have some settings that you can do to run the check automatically or only manual, or just say no checks at all. You can set up if you want to check on the register number or on the VAT number. And of course, you can set the actions for the blocked status. So in this case, we block the vendor for payment when the IBAN name is failing, and if the register number and VAT number are failing, we block them for everything. So also for receiving. Then you can also set up the auto unblock. When you do manual action, you can say you need to ask if the vendor needs to be unblocked. And the same for the badge, you can automatically unblock or say no, I just want to keep the blocked vendors where it is. Same settings are there for at the customer side, and the same actions are there for customers. In the general tab, there's an overview of the checks that have been done per month, because the checks are invoiced per month. In this overview, you have this overview when it has been checked and what has been checked, and you have an overview of all the total checks that have been done. You can also set a maximum number of checks per month. So in this case, this is to prevent that you have too many checks to have too high invoice price. So one thing that's also important to know, if you install VerifyIT in a sandbox, then it will connect automatically to the Surepay sandbox. And in this sandbox, there are only some test cases available, which are, you can find them on our support site. You can see here the test cases and what data you can use to check in your sandbox yourself. If you think our customers or members don't work in our sandbox, that's because there are only a few test cases available for the Surepay sandbox. So I think I will hand it over to Frans, and he can explain more about the register form and the invoicing.
Okay, thank you, Mariette. Just to wrap it up, the short demo Mariette just presented. So from the vendor card, you can directly do a check and see the results directly instantly in the Business Central. Also visible in the order flow, but there's also a possibility to do checks in bulk and receive the results afterwards. Also, from cost control perspective, you can limit or maximize the number of checks in your setup card. So I guess easy to use for users for just checking vendors, for supporting the onboarding process of new vendors and new customers. You can use VerifyIT 365. About next step about pricing and about the bundle discount, what I already mentioned. So VerifyIT contains about two cost components. First, we have the subscription cost that's on top of the page. For 20 euros per month fixed cost, you can use the app. And we deliver only if an annual subscription, so the invoice would be 12 times 20 euros. And then we have a variable cost compound. That's the number of checks you will do, and that's billed for €1 per check. And that's why we register the number of checks in your database as well. So we have full transparency what the bill and the invoice is compared to the number of checks in your PC environment. For direct banking customers, so if you use direct banking today, our banking solution, we have a bundle discount. So that means that you get 50% discount on the fixed amount. So the 20 euros will be 10 euros per month. One thing, if you have a lot of checks to do, you can reach out to us. You see it here below. If you have exceeding more than 5,000 checks a year, we can work something out. We have customized solutions available for new customers. Already mentioned, it's self-onboarding. Also already mentioned the register form, so I'll explain a little bit more. Of course, we have videos to help you with the implementation. Also, online help or manual. You can see that in the app itself, but it's also available on our support page directly to minimal. And what was mentioned is so-called register form. To use the service of Surepay, you need to enter a register form. This is due to the fact that Surepay is obliged to have the European law, what we call KYC, you know your customer. So they have to check every customer onboarding for their services. That's the European rules to avoid any financing terror and laundry washing. So that's why you need to fill in this form. There's a link in the app itself. There's a link on our website. Within a couple of days, you will be verified by Surepay. It's all validated, and then you can start the implementation. So this is quite an important step to take in between, to fill in the register form. And of course, the app is available in the marketplace. You can install it from there. Just look it up, VerifyIT 365, and you can install it in the sandbox for your production environment through the marketplace or app source by Microsoft. If you need any help, no problem. Please contact us through sales@idin.nl, and we help you certainly out. If you want to have more questions, just give us an email and back that to you. If you have any questions, you can drop the questions right now in the Q&A tab. If not, just wait a couple of seconds. I don't see any questions in so far. I guess it's all clear. Let's wait. Maybe somebody has a question. Otherwise, we're gonna end this webinar. I thank you for watching, attending today our session. So please drop us an email. I don't see it, so I see something popping up. Thank you. Thank you. You're more than welcome. Thank you for your time today, and let's hopefully meet soon. Bye bye.
IDIN. Simplify your workflow. Explore the perfect fit for your industry at idin.nl.